How's it going, everyone? My name is Coach Gingy, and in today's Rocket League lesson, we will learn how to win more challenges in our 1v1 matches. Welcome to the low 50. By the end of this workout, you will be able to understand what a low 50 is, why it's important to learn, and how to perform one. Before we begin discussing what low 50s are, we need to get our hands moving and warm for today's activity. Go ahead and load into free play. For 15 minutes, drive around and hit the ball as accurately and frequently as possible. Try to calculate each of your touches to go exactly where you want the ball, and follow up your touches as fast as you can. After you complete your 15-minute warm-up in free play, queue up one casual game mode of your choice. Now that our hands are warmed up, let's take some time to talk about what a low 50 is. A low 50 is a type of 50-50 challenge that prevents your opponent from clearing the ball off of your car when you're dribbling. There are 3 different scenarios where low 50-50s are optimal as opposed to flicking the ball. Number 1, when your opponent is in an awkward situation. Number 2, when your opponent pre-jumps your flick. And number 3, when you are on low boost while attacking. Let's dive deeper into each of these 3 scenarios. Number 1, when your opponent is in an awkward situation. When you have possession in a 1v1 game, you should always be aware of where your opponent is. A really good example is if you're dribbling down the field with the ball on your car, and your opponent is going for a big boost away from the ball. Now, depending on the gap between you and your opponent, you have the option to either flick the ball or drop it off of your car for a 50-50. You should vary your shots between the 2 options, but for this example, let's assume you choose a low 50-50. Your opponent will want to 50 the ball while it's on top of your car, and to do that, they will aim for the center of the ball. By dropping the ball off of your car right before they challenge, you are lowering the center point of the ball, making them skim the top of the ball and giving them the weaker 50, allowing you to roll the ball in for a goal. Number 2, when your opponent pre-jumps your flick. The theory behind using a low 50-50 in this scenario is exactly the same as before. By dropping the ball off of your car right as your opponent is about to challenge the 50, you lower the center point, giving them the poor 50-50. Number 3, you are low on boost while attacking. Many lower ranked players will have a poor habit of booming the ball away when they are low on boost. But you aren't those other players, so let's understand why we should be keeping the ball close for a 50-50 while low on boost. By booming the ball away, you concede possession of the ball, giving your opponent a free scoring opportunity without having to work for it. Instead, we should be keeping the ball as close as possible. If you don't have enough boost initially to dribble the ball on top of your car, just roll the ball in front of your car until the opponent challenges, then take the low 50-50 just like a kickoff. This will either allow you time to reset after the challenge if you lose the challenge, or potentially give you a scoring opportunity if your challenge is better than your opponent's. Now that you understand the different low 50 scenarios, let's learn how to perform and improve our low 50s. For today's lesson, we will be using Greenbelt Third Stripe by Error Charged Gaming. The code will appear on your screen now. This training pack consists of 12 shots that are fairly similar, but I will explain the most effective way of performing these shots. To maximize your practice, you want to essentially pretend that you are in a 1v1 match against an opponent. You want to perform a light touch on the ball to pop it onto your hood and begin dribbling the ball. As you approach the net, you want to tap the brakes on your car and let the ball roll off, and simply jump behind it. No need to use a dodge, as it can alter the trajectory of a 50-50 in your opponent's favor. This training pack will also allow you to improve on setting up ground dribbles and improving your carries as well. Play through this training pack a minimum of 2 times. Now that you understand all you need to know about low 50s, queue up 5 to 10 casual 1v1 games. This will allow you to practice low 50-50s with lower stakes. Throughout the duration of these games, I want you to limit the number of times you attempt to flick the ball and try to get quality low 50s on your opponent. Don't feel discouraged if your initial attempts get you scored on, as this drill is set up to help you improve. Do try, however, to understand how you got scored on when you mess up. Did you drop the ball off your car too late? Did you dodge into the ball on the 50 or simply not jump at all? I challenge you to score off of 2 low 50s in all of your 1v1 matches today. I hope this Rocket League lesson on low 50-50s was beneficial for all of you. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to me on Discord at Majestic Gingy. My name's Coach Gingy, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all again soon. Peace out, everybody.